Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's Energy Storage News webinar with Ace Battery on the PE20 series of all-in-one residential systems and how they can help solve challenges for European installers and end users. I'm Andy Colthorpe, editor of Energy Storage News and deputy editor-in-chief of publishing here at Solar Media. And research released in April this year by consultancy LCP Delta and EASE, the European Association for Storage of Energy, found that in 2023, 10.1 gigawatts of new energy storage systems were installed across Europe in residential, commercial and industrial, and utility scale market segments. Europe actually outpaced the US last year, where, according to research firm Wood Mackenzie, around 8.7 gigawatts of energy storage was added to the grid over 12 months. Even more interesting a dynamic than that, however, was the fact that while the US market continues to be largely driven and dominated by utility scale energy storage additions, the opposite is true in Europe. About 70% of new energy storage in Europe last year was residential, and around 500,000 new home battery storage systems were installed in Germany alone, which is, of course, amazing to see, particularly when we consider that the market doubled in size from 2022 to 2023. But as trade association Solar Power Europe highlighted in June, the market still isn't growing fast enough to get to around 200 gigawatts by 2030, which is what Solar Power Europe projects will be needed in European Union member states alone to meet their agreed renewable energy targets. Now, what can the industry do to enable that growth? Well, on the one hand, policy and regulation need to progress faster to catch up with technology, but from the industry's point of view, battery storage companies can and should make it easier for households to install, use, and benefit from energy storage technologies too. And that's where smart battery storage providers like Ace Battery come in, offering compact systems that are easy to install and use, solving many of the issues that homeowners have faced in the past. Today's speaker, who I'm very happy to welcome, is Andy Gao. He is Product Line Director at Ace Battery. And following a presentation, an interactive presentation from Andy Gao with some participation from myself, we will have an audience Q&A session. And of course, interaction with you, the audience, is very important to us. So please put your questions for Andy into the questions tab that you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. We'll try and tackle as many as we can, but for any questions that we don't find we have time for today, Andy Gao and Ace Battery will be very happy to follow up with you and answer those questions and continue the conversation offline. And finally, from me, today's session will be recorded and slides can be sent out to registrants. So finally, without further ado, it's my great pleasure to hand over to our speaker, Andy Gao from Ace Battery. Good morning, Andy. It's over to you.
Good morning, Andy Christoph. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Andy Gao, and I have had the privilege of leading AC Battery energy storage product line for past 2 years. My role here allowed me to dive deep into the application and the design of the energy storage system, helping to develop solutions that meet the growing demands of the energy market. Before joining ACE, I spent over 16 years in power electronics design, which has given me a strong foundations in understanding the technical challenge and opportunity in this field. I'm excited to share with you today how our innovative P20 series is addressing key challenge in the energy storage sector, especially in Europe. I look forward to engaging sessions and your questions. Okay, I'm excited to go through what you will gain from attending the sessions. In today's sessions, you will get 4 parts. 1. Understand the challenge faced by traditional energy storage system. 2. Learn how our P20 series addresses issues of compatibility and efficiency in energy storage. 3. Discover innovative solutions for future of European residential energy demands. 4. Explore how its batteries optimizing economic benefits for the energy storage system. Okay, now let's talk about why energy storage is so crucial, particularly in Europe. Europe is experiencing a significant rise in photovoltaic, and this growth is leading to some unique challenge. The primary issues is the time limited and the variable nature of energy supply from solar and wind power. This inconsistency requires efficient storage solution to stabilize energy supply and shift energy during the period of the low generation. We will see the massive growth in solar PV, with projections showing that Europe will more than double its solar capacity by 2028, which highlights the importance of the reliable energy storage. As you can see, the EU expects to add 401 gigawatts of solar capacity by 2028, with growth rate in double digits. However, the increase is in solar power brings with its variability and challenge in supply-demand balance, grid stability, and storage needs. Energy storage become essential to address this challenge and integrate renewable effectively. This brings us to the next point. The challenge will with time limited and variable energy supply. Solar and wind energy are not constant. Energy production fluctuates throughout the day and year. This is why we need efficient energy storage system to store the excess energy generated during peak production periods and release it when demand is high, or when the sun is not shining or the wind is not blowing. You will see this chart. This brings us to the next point, the challenge with time limited and variable energy supply. Solar and wind energy are not constant energy production. This is why we need efficient energy storage system to store. Okay, now let's discuss some challenge of the traditional energy storage system. 2 parts. 1, separate components from the independent brands. You know that the inverter, battery, and EMS are often from different manufacturers, which can lead to compatibility issues and inefficiency. 2, compatible and service support issues. When components are not designed to work together, it can cause connectivity problems. Additionally, dealing with the multiple service providers can complicate support and troubleshooting. High cost and coordinate difficulties. Purchase separate components increase cost and add complex during installation and maintenance. As you can see in this image, traditional system typically require the individual connection between inverter, battery, and EMS. Additionally, it creates a complex setup and creates the opportunity of issue occur. On the other hand, its batteries all-in-one system combines the inverter, battery, and EMS into a single integrated unit. This reduces installation difficulty, minimize compatibility issues, and lower the cost.
So, Andy, you mentioned that Obviously, by having all the components coming all in one from one provider like Ace Battery, I guess the advantages include that can lower the cost because you eliminate the need for those different components coming from different suppliers, and obviously matching all those things as well is difficult. But could you maybe share a real customer example of those compatibility issues in traditional systems, and how moving to an Ace battery or Ace battery type solution can help solve those problems?
Okay, certainly. I can read the example. My example is involve a customer who had a traditional setup with separate device from different brands. And the integration of this device was a nightmare with issues like poor compatibility. System stop work several times and no single point of the service support. With Ace all-in-one solution, we are able to resolve the compatibility issues, provide a much smoother and more reliable system experience.
Thanks very much, Andy. I mean, I think for a lot of people, especially having one customer service point of call can be a very important thing as well, I think, and really simplify the process and reduce a lot of those headaches, I guess. Not just in installation, but during maintenance as well.
Yes, you are right. Okay, let's dive into Ace battery's solution. How does the P20 series solve this challenge? The P20 series is designed to be a game changer. It contains the inverter, battery, EMS. EMS is energy management system into one integrated unit, making it easier, providing a much smoother and more reliable system experience. By integrating these components, we completely prevent compatibility issues, offering a seamless and efficient energy storage solution. Now let's talk about the P series and its unique quickly installation feature. The P20 series provides a modular cableless plug-in design for quick and easy installation. Unlike a traditional system that required complex wiring, the P20 uses floating alignment technology, making setup faster and reducing the risk of dimensions error. The system can be fully installed and running in 15 minutes, saving both time and labor cost. It's a truly efficient solution. The P20 series offer maximum 12 kilowatts AC power and 22.8 kilowatt hours battery capacity for the customer, which will providing enough energy for the residential needs. Despite its higher power, the system is compact, small footprint, and make it perfect for home use without taking up much space.
That's great, Andy. I mean, I think a lot of people's attention will be drawn to the fact that you said that the system can be installed in just 15 minutes. So can we get some more detail on how that might work? I mean, how does the installation process of the PE20 series compare to traditional systems, and what enables those gains in efficiency and time saved?
Great question. Traditional system required multiple components like inverter, battery, and EMS to be connected manually, which can take several hours for the installation and often requires professional installer, engineer people. But the P20 series simplifies the process with its modular cableless design compared with before solution. The system is built to align and connect quickly, allowing installation to be complete in 15 minutes. This not only saves time, but also reduces the chance for errors and reduce the installation cost overall.
Okay, thanks, Andy. And I think, another advantage or benefit that you mentioned around the ACE battery solution is the higher power and higher energy system. So nearly 23 kilowatt hours of capacity and 12 kilowatts AC power being available. What are some examples of things you can do with that type of system that you might not be able to do with other systems on the market that don't have as much power and don't have as much energy capacity?
Okay. One example is providing backup power during the grid issues. With its higher backup power output, the PE20 can not only power to critical load, such as IT load, but also can power to heat pump or EV charger during the grid loss. But for the traditional system, because they're lower capacity, they can only power to part of home loads.
Okay, so it really gives people the chance to back up not just those critical loads, but also slightly heavier loads for distributed energy equipment, maybe even like EV chargers and heat pumps. So yeah, it's not every battery system is capable of doing those things. So I think it's pretty important that people look and see what their needs are when choosing a battery system.
Yes. Okay. Given Europeans' energy challenge, I will introduce how does ACE solutions adapt to the region's needs. The P20 series is designed to support up to 7,000 cycles charging and discharging, which equal to 2 cycles per day over 10 years lifetime. This is essential for European customers because the energy price change every hours now. Our real-time EMS help optimize energy usage by taking advantage of fluctuation in electricity price. This chart shows the daily fluctuation in electricity price in Germany. As you can see that price vary greatly throughout the day. The P20 EMS can adjust energy usage dynamically based on this real-time price change, helping our customer maximize saving money while ensuring a stable energy supply.
Thanks, Andy. And we have some already have a couple of questions coming in from the audience, which is great to see. So everyone, please keep those questions coming in. We'll do our best to answer as many as we can at the end. But I think one thing that I'm pretty sure people want to know more about is the battery cells in the ACE battery system. So Andy, can you tell us a bit more about the battery cells, why they're capable of 7,000 cycles with 2 daily cycles?
Okay. The P20 series is built with high-quality lithium-ion phosphate battery cells, which are well known that for their safety and a long lifespan. These cells are designed to handle 2 charge and discharge cycles per day, which means they can easily achieve up to 7,000 cycles over 10 years lifetime. This is possible because P20 battery cells have excellent thermal stability and a lower rate of the degradation compared with other battery cells. This ensures that even with frequent cycling, the battery maintains a high efficiency and a long service life.
Sure, and you showed earlier, well, you showed on the screen now, just how volatile the electricity prices can be in Europe, fluctuating a lot. So in order to be able to capture that volatility with battery storage systems, of course, you need battery cells and other equipment that are going to be durable and rugged enough to capture those opportunities, I guess.
Sure. Okay, now let's look at the economic and energy benefit of the P20 series. This system is designed to offer significant saving in both installation and maintenance costs. Its modular integrated design reduces complexity, so you don't need separate components, saving on time and labor. Additionally, the real-time EMS ensures that energy usage is optimized, allowing you to adjust according to the fluctuating energy price. This means that energy security. On top of that, the P20 integrated into any home, deliver both performance and style without taking up much space.
Excellent. Yeah, and I mean, it does. You see in the picture there, it does look like a stylish system that is very compact. But could you tell us a bit more about the interoperability of the P20 series with other equipment? So, we see that people that get home batteries very often obviously have home solar. They may also be interested, as you can see there on the screen, in things like EV charging. And in future, the opportunity for things like virtual power plants, may well grow in many key regions across Europe. So could you tell us about how the P20 series is interoperable with some of those different distributed energy resources?
Sure. The P20 series is designed with high interoperability in mind. It seamlessly integrates with home solar PV system, allowing you to store excess solar energy and use it when needed. The system also works well with electric vehicle chargers. So you can use your stored energy to charge your vehicle. Further, maximize the use of the renewable energy at home. Additionally, the P20 series is compatible with virtual power plant. Through its EMS, it can participate in energy trading program and help stabilize the grid by adjust energy usage dynamically. This flexibility not only enhance energy efficiency, but also help reduce costs and support more larger energy system. So whether it's for EV charging, solar energy storage, or grid participation, the P20 ensure you will fully connect to your home energy ecosystem. Okay. Okay, that is Q&A. Please feel free to ask about any part of the presentation or anything else you would like to know.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Andy, and thank you for your presentation. So we have some questions coming in from the audience already. If I could just ask to start off, Andy, what's Ace Battery's view on the future of battery storage and technologies in Europe, do you think?
Yes. We believe that energy storage will play a crucial role in Europe's transition to the renewable energy. As solar and wind continue to grow, energy storage system will become even more important to ensure grid stability and optimize energy use. AC Battery committed to driving innovation in energy storage, contribute our technology to the Europe market.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we're all looking forward to seeing that happening in Europe. As we heard at the beginning, there's a lot of battery storage being sold, but there needs to be much more in the market, for us to all succeed in our goals, I think. So, question from Edward in the audience. Thank you for your question, Edward. So, Andy, what is the typical warranty life for the PE20? And is this different to traditional residential energy storage systems? So, the warranty life for the PE20.
Yes, for warranty and for the safety features, the P20 series meet European safety and EMC standards, including ICE 62109-1-2, IC 62619C, UN 38.3, ICEN 61000, and ICEN 62920. Additionally, the 5 kilowatt hours modules complies with the VDE ARE 2510-50 standard. This standard specifies safety requirements for the stationary lithium battery energy storage system, occurs in planning, transportation, installation, operation, disassembly, and dispose stage.
Okay, sure. And the question from Edward around the warranty lifetime, is it 10 years or is it?
Yes, the total system, the warranty time is 10 years.
Okay, great. And then we had a question from Kazra about, so you did mention, Andy, that the system is high power and high energy capacity, but if customers, perhaps, let's say they need more in their system, they might have a large house or, you know, maybe for a small business or something like that. Kazra asks, can several units be used in parallel connection? What is the scalability of the product?
Yes, for the system, they can pair to expand the total capacity. For us, currently the maximum pair numbers is 4 group. It means that for one group, maximum is 12 kilowatt and 22.8 kilowatt hours. So for 4 group, totally is 48 kilowatt. A system can support the small business.
Okay. And I saw a question earlier about ACE Batteries manufacturing and locations, and then someone in the audience was asking Crystal. So thanks for your question, Crystal. Crystal was asking if ACE Batteries product is available in the UK market. So if you could start with that, and then also if you could briefly introduce ACE Batteries manufacturing capabilities and locations, that would be great.
Okay, for our factories, ACE Battery is headquartered in Shenzhen, China, with 5 domestic production base and service office in Germany, Spain, and the United States. We also building 6 overseas factories worldwide. We have 10 plus years experience as ODM partner for the Fortune Global 500 companies. Our strength lies in R&D with 400 plus experts, 300 plus patents, and advanced automated production line with mesh traceability. And our robust IPD and TQM system, along with the TUV reland and ULCT-DP authorized lab, ensure top-tier quality and compliance with global standards. And as just you mentioned that currently the product can use in UK. The P20 series is designed to meet different requirements across Europe. The P20H2 product, the high voltage system, is compatible with grid in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, Netherlands, UK, and other EU countries use EN 50549 standards. Meanwhile, we have another series is P20L2, low voltage system. It will support grid in Germany, Italy, UK, France, Spain, and additional EU countries compliant with EN 50549.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Andy. And then I think we just have time quickly for one last question. So a question from Austin. Thank you for your question. So how does the ACE battery system integrate with EV chargers? And then we also had a similar question from Andre, if the EMS communicates with a vehicle-to-grid e-car, or does that need a separate energy management system? So the interaction with EV chargers, and any details you can give us on interaction with EV chargers would be great, Andy.
Yes, we have the home energy management system, and the home system can manage both inverters, batteries, EV chargers. It means that there is a protocol between the system to the EV charger, and we can get the information from EV charger and control the sequence about the EV charger, which time to charging, which time not charging, and have the good communicate with the EV charger. So it's summarize is that we have the EMS systems, and it can manage the EV charger and communicate with EV charger.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Andy. And I guess, for a more detailed discussion, it's probably better for for you to speak with the people who ask the questions, I think offline, and, maybe a bit too much technical detail to go into for a public forum like this webinar. But with that, we'd like to thank everyone for joining so much. I think it's been really a great discussion today, and we had lots of good questions coming from the audience. As I say, we didn't have time to answer all of them, but Ace Battery would be happy to get in contact with everyone who did ask questions and make sure that everything does get followed in full and that you can have a complete conversation around that. So from my point of view, I'd just like to say thank you so much to everybody who joined, especially the audience, but of course to our sponsors today, Ace Battery and Andy Gao. Andy, it's been a real pleasure working with you so far.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any final comments from yourself, Andy?
Yes. Okay. Thank you for all to join today's webinar. I hope you will find valuable information from Ace Battery Solution. And we are looking forward to work with you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.